Hello Bradford City fans, I'm Gareth Walker. I'm here for the West Yorkshire Football Show with my post-match reaction to Bradford City's victory at home today against Leyton Orient in League One. I thought that was a performance full of character and a performance full of quality. Exactly what Graham Alexander said after the game, word for word. That I agree with him. We were really up against it today. An atrocious referee. I don't like focusing on referees. I try not to do it, but there's a lot of discourse at the moment about refereeing in the Premier League. But that performance today by, I think his name was Ollie Yates, is one of the worst refereeing performances I've seen at Valley Parade for a very long time. I think the last time I came away from a game feeling this annoyed at a referee is probably about a year ago. I've just looked it up. About a year ago, we lost at home to Tranmere, 1-0 a penalty, and the referee that day, Thomas Parsons, was absolutely atrocious. Oliver Yates today was just as bad, if not worse. Absolutely horrendous refereeing performance from start to finish. And we had to overcome that, and we did do. I thought we were the better side for the majority of the game. I thought we created the most chances. I don't really remember Leyton Orient having that many chances at all. I think their goal came with their only shot on target, their first shot of the game as well. And yeah, we had a few chances in the first half before we scored. It's a good goal from Sarcevic. Ball breaks to him down the right hand side and he cuts inside into the penalty area, and everybody's expecting him to cross the ball. The defenders have clearly moved towards the middle of the goal, expecting him to cross the ball, and he smashes it low in at the near post. And then the second goal is just a touch of class from Humphries through to Sarcevic, 1-on-1, and you don't want anyone else in a Bradford City shirt in that position more than you want Sarcevic. He's the man you want in that position. Clean through on goal, 1-on-1, beautiful finish as the keeper goes down. And we were down to 10 men by that point because of a decision from the referee that, well, I'm in the cop behind the goal, and from where we were, it looked harsh. I didn't want to post or comment too much until I'd seen a replay of it, but I thought at the time he won the ball. The replay shows he wins the ball. I don't look. Graham Alexander said afterwards that it's the trailing leg that's caught him, and I don't know what you meant to do with a trailing leg. You can't get it out of the way. You've got to go in and win that ball. I thought the Leyton Orient player went in just as hard. It could have been a free kick to us as much as it could have been a free kick to them, and the referees pulled the red card out. But that was just possibly one of umpteen decisions throughout the afternoon that the referees made a mess of. The Josh Karoma incident in the first half, how he stayed on the pitch is absolutely ridiculous. It's a second booking all day long. The referee doesn't give it, so what do Leyton Orient do? They take him off straight away, and that is an admission from Leyton Orient that they know he should have been sent off, and Oliver Yates has got it wrong. So there was that one, there was the sending off, there was numerous incidents throughout the whole game where he's just making appalling decisions. Handballs, like Leyton Orient were playing basketball at one point in the second half. Then the linesman didn't help him. The linesman was just as bad. The offside that he gave from Curtis Tilt's header when the defender clears it off the line. So I don't know how there could have been an offside there. There's another one. Yeah, just really, really poor. I didn't like Leyton Orient, the way that they were in the referee's face all the way through as well. Constantly in the referee's face, like they were hard done by, when really they were getting the benefit of most decisions. Richie Wellens was almost refereeing the game from the Leyton Orient dugout at one point. He went absolutely ballistic when Baldwin made that tackle. And then he said afterwards, it was interesting because I've just listened to Richie Wellens' interview after the game, and he actually said he didn't want Baldwin to be sent off. Well, if you watched him when the challenge was made, he looked like he wanted him to be sent off. He went absolutely ballistic at the fourth official. I was going to come on here and have a go a little bit about Orient and Wellens and the way they were this afternoon. Obviously, a very, very good football inside, but I didn't like the way they harangued the referee, and Wellens managed to referee the game from the bench. But he actually was quite complimentary about Bradford City afterwards. Spoke about City coming out of the doldrums and being on a journey and a work in progress, and how far we've come and how good the crowd were this afternoon. So fair play to him for that. City performances, everyone was decent. Everyone at least a 7 out of 10, I thought. Sarcevic probably man of the match for his 2 goals. It was an unchanged team from the previous game last weekend at Reading. Obviously, Aidan Baldwin was playing wearing his mask for his broken nose. Unfortunately, now we're going to be without him for 3 games. I wondered if they'd appeal the decision for that red card. Mark Bauer said afterwards on the radio he doesn't think it'll get rescinded if we do. He doesn't think we have any chance because it was the follow through that caught him. It's just a really, really poor decision. He wins the ball, like I say. And when you're making that decision and you're not sending Josh Koroma off for them in the first half, it just sets the tone for what was, like I say, just a horrendous refereeing performance from start to finish. But the main thing is we got the 3 points. We played well. We were the better team. The home form continues. We just need to start picking up points away from home now and hopefully cement our place in the playoff picture. We go to Port Vale away on Wednesday night, a rearranged game. We've got to try and get something away from home, like I say. If we can start doing that, then we look pretty nailed on to be in the playoffs. If we don't and we can't pick up points away from home, the pressure on the home form is going to become telling. But all in all, a very good performance today, a good victory, a terrible referee, onwards and upwards with the West Yorkshire Football Show.